everybody? You already know what it is, man. It is the Howling Report, hosted by yours truly, born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, used to be a YN, and now I'm an OG, Wolf Payton, everybody. Thank you guys for tapping in, man, and checking out the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff so we can have some discussions in the comments and stuff like that. Now, as you know it, I bring you guys weekly news, man. Any of the stories that we feel like is pretty hot or are pretty, is going on. Things are happening, you know what I'm saying? So we bring it here to the show, and I just give it to you guys. Raw, that is. All right, so we're going to jump straight on into the very first story, man, which is the Los Angeles fires that are taking place right now, man. Actually, this is where I'm from originally, so it's a little bit more sad for me, to see so many people lose so many different things. I mean, people just lost everything out there, you know what I'm saying? So it's a crazy thing, and hopefully everybody pulls through stronger than ever. Now, throughout the week, the fires, I want to say the very first kind of report of the fire was in the Palisade area. Everything is pretty much burnt up from there and down, man. I mean, I'm talking about this fires all over the place. So, make sure you guys just stay safe out there. And the other thing is, just some additional information, man. I know at least 80,000 people, probably it's more than likely more than 80,000 people have been evacuated from the various areas or whatnot. If you guys want to check out the fire zones and figure that out or whatnot, the website is lfd.org, and that'll give you some information on what's going on with the fire and the zones and et cetera, et cetera. Now, a little bit more piece of information for that, man, because we all know if you're from California, fires out there are not new or nothing like that. It happens, I want to say every year at some point it happens. It's kind of weird that it's happening right now, but some other information about it was that there's been some investigations ongoing into arson, you know what I'm saying? So there's somebody out there purposely doing that, and we know for sure that there was at least one guy, a homeless gentleman. I'll probably put up the clip right here.
A homeless man was tackled by brave locals in Woodland Hills after allegedly using what appeared to be a flamethrower to start fires near where the devastating Kenneth fire erupted. Witnesses say the suspect, who remains unidentified, was riding a bicycle Thursday afternoon, torching old Christmas trees and trash cans.
And I want to say this has been going on. He's been caught multiple times from August up until now. And, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, he's probably the only dude that was doing it. It could be some whole other stuff. Yeah, we're going to look a little bit more deep into that and talk about that on the next episode. I'm going to go out of my way and do a little bit of extra research, man, because there is a lot of information coming out about a lot of this. But we're going to jump on into the next story. I want everybody, also condolences to, I know it was at least 11 people that lost their lives in those fires. So my condolences to those people's families. All right, so we're going to jump on into the next story. Another story that's kind of terrible. A 26-year-old nurse out there in Virginia. I forget did you guys get the hospital name? You guys want to actually give me full information so I can present the news properly?
Enrico Doctors Hospital says staff found 3 babies with, quote, unexplainable fractures. 26-year-old Aaron Strotman is charged with malicious wounding and felony child abuse. My next guest is Dr. Danish Ali from Archpoint Pain Institute. He says these allegations are true. If true, she should have not been allowed to work after she was suspended the first time and they brought her back.
They had to shut down the hospital because there were babies coming up with fractures and broken bones and stuff like that, and so there was a couple that actually started they started up the process towards an investigation to figure out what was going on. Come to find out, this woman, horrible looking face, by the way, I'm just saying, was in there breaking the baby's bones and fracturing their legs. She was caught after the fact, because there was a moment where the hospital explained that they were going to put up cameras They were going to do all these different things, retrain their staff, all these different things, and nothing was ever caught. No one was ever caught. Nothing was ever done. So the continuation of the investigation led to this woman breaking the bones of innocent babies and whatnot. So what I want to say is, all we got to do is make her bite the curb. You know the rest. So people like that, they got to bite the curb, ladies and gentlemen. I think that I'm gonna make that thing, make that something here on the show, man. When we done with them, when we ain't messing with them, tell them bite the curb. All right, moving on to the very next story, man. Actually, way better news. We all know Trey the Truth, man. He actually was reunited with his young daughter not too long ago. If you guys didn't know about that story, long story short, his daughter was actually missing, and his ex or baby mama, whatever you want to call it, was taking his daughter and basically hiding her.
Trey the Truth, a rapper and activist in Houston, came on this show at the lowest point in his life. Trey's 6-year-old daughter, named Truth, had been missing since August, when her mother, who did not have custody, picked her up for a weekend visit and did not bring her back.
A lot of us over here are broken. Truth right now, mentally, this is super damaging. The Truth's gonna have to deal with therapy. We don't even, honestly, none of us know what's going on in Truth's head, including her mother. And it's just not right. It's been going on too long.
More power to Trey the Truth, man, because he definitely kept his composure. He actually had a video out where he was talking about, what was going on a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And that's got to be a very heavy thing to carry around, and just to interact with people on a daily, while missing your kids and searching for your kid and stuff like that, when somebody's out there trying to be malice towards you by using the kid. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Make her bite the curb. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, nobody, but you can't do that to people, man. You can't do that to good parents. You know what I'm saying? So that was one good story that we got for the week, at least, where Trey the Truth was reunited with his daughter. So big ups to them, man. So glad to hear that. Moving on to the very next. Are we gonna get a teleprompter? Or is that in the budget? So I ain't gotta hold my phone. We trying to make this professional, right? All right. Cool. Moving on to the very next story. 6 are dead in India. Hold on. Yeah, this was another bad story. Sorry.
In a tragic incident in India, at least about 6 people have lost their lives and several others have sustained injuries after a stampede broke out near the famous Tirupati temple in the state of Andhra Pradesh. The incident happened near a ticketing counter during the distribution of tokens for the entry and the viewing of the deity during a special festival.
Now, the reason this happened was because a lot of people wanted to get into this temple because they never open it, or maybe it's very extremely rare that it opens on that specific day. Either way, you could actually buy a ticket to enter for about 300 rupees, which is about $3.50 US dollars. So, yeah. Condolences to them. I mean, that's messed up. Like, just take your time, people. Take your time, man. Officials did mention that if they find out of anybody who was the cause of it, I feel like y'all was the cause. If they said if they find out about in regards to who was the cause or potentially the cause, that they would charge them or whatever the case is. But I'm like, y'all did that. I mean, I wasn't there, but it sounded like y'all did that shit. So y'all gonna charge yourselves or something? On to the next story, something y'all probably don't, I don't know where everybody's watching from or whatnot. I don't really keep up too much with Canada, but shout out to Canada, man. I need to start looking in and reading up on some of y'all history or something like that, man. All I know is what I know.
Over the holidays, I've also had a chance to reflect and have had long talks with my family about our future. throughout the course of my career. Any success I have personally achieved has been because of their support and with their encouragement. So last night over dinner, I told my kids about the decision that I'm sharing with you today. I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process.
He's been the Prime Minister since 2015. So we'll be talking about, what's that, 10 years? Or am I tripping? Yeah, it's like 10 years, right? So, yeah, it's about that time. I don't know, shit. But in addition to that, man, I did read that it could be potentially the fact that they ain't supporting him no more or something like that. You know, I've only seen a little bit, looked into a little bit. A lot of people dislike the dude. I don't know what he did. If you're from Canada watching this, let me know. I'm from America. Let me know. Why do people hate him so much? Yeah, I could go Google it, go look up and try to figure out my own, but I just want to hear on my end so I can get some engagement. I'm gonna keep it real, nigga. I'm just trying to engage with some shit. You know what I'm saying? But they're saying, yeah, officials they don't support him anymore. Let's see. I'll be honest with y'all, man. I'm gonna keep it real. When I seen the picture, I thought he was a dad from Twilight. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know. I gotta probably put those pictures up, but I thought he was a dad from Twilight. Keep it real with y'all. Yeah, and the last thing I want to talk about in terms of that, oh, I actually had two questions. It was the other question was for the Canadians, are you guys gonna miss him or not? You know what I'm saying? He's been in there for a while. I remember his face growing up and stuff like that, but you know, him just being on the news or whatever. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's been my show for this evening. But before I go, man, I want to give a couple shout outs to a couple of the channels that I watch that I think that are really authentic and real cool. Number one, Xavier TV. That's one channel that I like. The dude, he kind of, I think he's probably from, I'm pretty sure he's from the same kind of like cloth a little bit from the boys. So shout out to that channel. Shout out to DJ Ghost. That's another channel that I watch, man. There's a couple of other ones, man, but those are the two right there that really stand out. Shout out to the homie Dom Cruz, one of the producers on the show. Salute, homie. Make sure you guys don't forget to like and subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff, man. It's all good. It's all gravy. It's all love. Make sure you guys stay tuned because next Friday we're going to be catching up on the newest stories from that week as well. And shit, my name is Wolf Payton, born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, and this has been the Howling Report. Thank you guys. I'm out. Yeah, like this. I remember Chris Hansen. So what did you come here for tonight? Who are you here to meet? How old is she say? It's still rolling? Well, turn this shit on. I'm out, y'all.